After roll call, when our classes end for the day, Asuho calls out to me while fidgeting. Finally. We haven't said anything to each other since what happened during lunchtime. She's clutching her skirt with her head down as if mustering all her courage. Her voice was shaking, so were her lips. Her long eyelashes sway as she blinks. The pupils of her eyes are getting moist. Hey, Asuho. You don't have to worry about what happened during lunch. Asuho makes a face saying that she doesn't believe it. Yeah, everyone has something in the past that they don't want to share, myself included. That's why I'll pretend I didn't hear it and forget about it. Is that not good enough? Asuho breathes out a sigh. She loosens her grip on her skirt. Flattering will get you nowhere. Asuho heaves out an exaggerated sigh. I'm finding it difficult to understand that smile. For a moment, I lose track of what she's trying to say. What's she apologizing for? She didn't do anything in the least that was wrong. If anything, I'm surely the one at fault. I should be the one apologizing. Sorry. I wonder why. I really do. What do you mean? What about our talk just then? What about the tenkuru? Are you allowed to randomly make decisions like that? That's something new to me. Well, since I don't have any business in particular, I'll come along. To be honest, I was planning to search for her on the streets. But when facing Asuho, I get this indescribable sense of guilt. I get surprised as Asuho grabs my arm. She pulls me along forcefully. She's almost clinging to my entire arm. Hey, Asuho. She gets mad. Asuho stands very close to people when talking. I've noticed this bad habit even though I just transferred. However, this is the first time that she's actually touched me. I hear her muttering as we are making our way to the school gate. Say, Asuho. Well, don't be that mad. We arrive at the school gates. I hear that because of the lack of recreational activities in this town, club activities have become popular instead. That's why I don't see any students on their way home. The early summer breeze carries the sounds of the club activities from the sports oval. So, as I was saying, Asuho, can you let go of my arm now? She jumps back while letting out a squeal. She laughs while hitting the back of her head. I feel worn out because I'm not used to socializing with the opposite sex. So, what did you want to talk about? It isn't like Asuho to be fidgeting and hesitating. That being said, we haven't been hanging out for long. I suppose there are sides to her that I haven't seen. Asuho looks up at me. Huh? Is she seriously going to confess? There's no way, right?
ようちゃんのこと
There's no...
ようちゃんのことわかる気がするから
See?
だから考えてみたんだけど
Asuho laughs awkwardly.
これから私と一緒に小学校行ってみない
So she says.
細めちゃんから昼休みのこと聞いたんだけど展望台の彼女さんまだ見つかってないんだよねまだ出会えてないんだよね顔まだ見てないんだよねだから
I see. I finally get it now.
小学校の卒業アルバムなら展望台の彼女さんが載ってるんじゃないかな
The girl from the lookout went to the same primary school I did. I don't know which year she was in, only that she was older than me. But they should be keeping yearbooks like they do at Hibariko, right? I'll be able to obtain her contact details this time. It might be difficult by myself. I didn't graduate from the primary school since I'm not an old boy. Getting permission to access the album would be challenging. But Asuho is a fully fledged graduate. I have to thank her. Without Asuho's help, I wouldn't be heading for the school like this. I don't have a yearbook from primary school.
ようちゃん転校しちゃったもんね
Asuho is walking beside me. Our distance is roughly the distance between our seats in class. She's on my right, just like in class. Asuho, you have a yearbook, right?
もちろん今度見せてあげようか
It's fine.
そうなんだ
Yeah.
クラスメートだった人も思い出せるかもしれないのに名前だって思い出せるかもしれないのに展望台の彼女さんだって
She lets slip a hint of depression. After walking down Yumemizaka, we head straight and arrive at the roundabout in front of the station.
ようちゃん小学校までの道覚えてる
Yeah, somewhat.
こっちだよ行こ
There should be a rail crossing after we turn right at the station. As my memories are so, heads right. The mountainside where Hibariko was built is very hilly, but the seaside we are heading for is rather flat in comparison. Glancing at the stores, I walk as if being lured in by the sea breeze. My memories are a bit hazy, but my body seems to remember. Or is it because Asuho was leading the way? As we get closer to the primary school, my steps become firmer. We arrive at our destination.
やっぱり変わってないね私たちの小学校って感じ
Asuho, you haven't been here in a while either?
ようちゃんほどじゃないけどね卒業したら来る機会なんてほとんどないし同窓会とかそのうちやりたいなって思うよ
Really?
その時はようちゃんも呼ぶからね
It's fine, really.
そっけないな頭でっかち
Please stop calling me that. Is she getting angry again?
ようちゃん久しぶりに来た感想は
I feel a bit sentimental, but not that sentimental.
どっちなんだよもう
In truth, I don't remember much. While my body remembers, my brain doesn't follow along. When I think back, this is indeed my primary school, yet at the same time I also fear that it isn't.
ようちゃんは学校が嫌いだったの
Why do you say that?
嫌いだったから思い出したくないのかなって
Nope, not at all. I didn't dislike studying.
クラスは嫌いだったの
That's also not it.
ようちゃんは
That lonely voice feels especially powerful.
ようちゃんは学校に興味がなかったんだね
I didn't dislike school, but if I'm asked whether I like it or not, I don't think I'd answer it positively either. I didn't like school, nor did I dislike it. I didn't particularly like or dislike the class Asuho was in either.
ようちゃんは展望台の方が大切だったんだね
There's a receptionist located at the entrance for visitors. Asuho tells the receptionist that we are graduates, who then asks us what business we have here. Asuho explains politely. There appeared to be a few lies mixed in. With a reason like trying to find someone, we'll probably be treated suspiciously. Asuho continues explaining. I'm standing beside her, listening heel-heartedly. Hey, Koga Sakayo. Even though you didn't particularly like or dislike your primary school, why do you claim to like Hibarigasaki? Is it because of her influence? I get the feeling I'll understand everything once I meet her. Thanks for today. Asuho, your house is in the shopping district, yeah? Let's split up here. Well then, I'll see you at school. Before I turn around, Asuho speaks. She looks lifeless from top to bottom. Why are you apologizing? Don't worry about it, please. You just helped me. So please don't make that face. Or else even I won't be able to control myself. The only thing waiting for you after giving up is regret. That's what my past self had told me. But I think it's already too late. The girl from the lookout wasn't on the graduation album. The receptionist took us to the library and let us look at the yearbooks. Because we had reduced her age to only 10 volumes, it didn't take us long to finish looking through all of them. I had looked over them carefully, one at a time. But I couldn't find any alumnus who looked like her. As one would expect, I was in distress. Admittance into Hibarigasaki's primary schools are by area. Unlike Hibariko, people living nearby definitely enroll here. Furthermore, she walked to the lookout with me. Considering a child's stamina and taking Yume Misaka's steepness into account, she simply can't live that far away. Her house should have been close to my neighborhood. There is no doubt that she went to the school, but if she isn't on the yearbook, why? I can only think of one reason. She might have transferred out, like I did. She moved before graduating, so like me, she isn't in the yearbook. In that case, the chances of meeting her again are almost zero. Whether I remember her name or not would be irrelevant. If I don't know how to get in touch with someone who could be anywhere in the world, finding them would be impossible. Ha ha! My strength leaves me. After splitting up with Asuho, the last ounces of tension collapse. I let my legs carry me along. The climb up the orange-dyed Yume Misaka was hell. In front of the fence stood Setsuna. No. Her gaze follows to the other side of the fence. I didn't have any energy to respond. Setsuna leaves. I walk into the trees on the side. Truthfully, this might be running away. The reason I come here is to wait for her. But the conversations we have every time we meet never achieve anything. It's about time that I realized. Yet without learning from my past experiences, my legs continue bringing me forward. Is it because I'm turning a blind eye to reality? Running away from the reality of being unable to meet her, do I only want to dwell in my memories? The sun fell. The lights from the city below that are starting to turn on aren't any less bright than the overhead stars. Though if the weather were better, there'd be no doubt that the night sky would be brighter. It's been cloudy the entire day today. A cloudy night sky. Though that doesn't mean the stars are invisible. While they're not necessarily imperceptible, the light coming through is flickering unreliably. Like the stars, Mare's figure is projected somewhat weakly. Nah. Who knows? Maybe I am. I'm supposed to have a mountain of questions to ask her. You could say that. Nah. 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 Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Neither. There's a person who is important to me. It's not really love. I've never had a first love or anything. But that girl is irreplaceable to me. Maybe I have lost that person. There's a sudden silence. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think I heard. But Mare's figure disappeared. The unreliable, flickering light of the stars hasn't been covered entirely by the clouds yet. Is it because she heard footsteps? Footsteps? I turn around to find Asuho, whom I should have split up with already. Did she follow him? The sky should have been covered with clouds. When, I wonder, did the curtains open for the dancing stars? The lookout in my memories where one day I'll be able to reach out and grasp the stars. Asuho spreads her arms in wonder. That position looks as if one were waiting for the fragments of the stars to fall from the sky. Why? She seems to be talking to me, yet appears to be addressing the stars at the same time.
知ってる？ようちゃん、星がよく見える場所の条件って意外と難しいんだよ。都会だと人工の明かりが多くて夜空が見えづらい。そこに比べればひばりが崎の方が確かにずっと見えやすい。でもひばりが崎だって人工の明かりがないわけじゃないし、問題になるのは光害ばかりじゃない。近くに水場があったりすると霧やもやが出て星の光を遮ることもあるんだよ。だからここは素敵な場所だって、こんなにも見渡せる。360度全部両手につかみきれないくらいたくさん。
Asuho's voice reverberates in the clear night sky.
私この場所大好きだよ。
High in the eastern sky, the magnificent summer triangle rotates steadily. The Cygnus cross is swimming as if it were dividing the Milky Way into two. Soon after, Scorpio starts becoming visible over the horizon in the southern sky. A red, first magnitude star, Antares, starts to rise.
私はね、星が大好きなんだから。
The dark silhouette of the curved harbor, the reflections of the town's lights on the canal, the radiance of the night sky. That's why I'm proud of this place. What do you reckon? Doesn't this place feel like something out of a dream?
双眼鏡持ってくればよかったな。
Why not a telescope?
私の望遠鏡は部室に置いてあるから。それに結構重いんだよ、望遠鏡って。だから外に持ち運ぶのは大抵双眼鏡。観測するときブレないように三脚も一緒にね。あとは製図に懐中電灯、方位磁石、今の時期だと飲み物とタオルと。
Asuho laughs out loud.
だけどね、いいんだ。今夜は必要ないって思うんだ。宇宙には肉眼で見える星が8000個あるって言われてる。そのうち一晩に見える星はその約半分の3500個。私多分その星全部をこの目に映してるよ。
Asuho's pupils are filled with the countless lights.
ようちゃんの言葉信じられる。肉眼でも天体観測してたんだって。信じられる。展望台の彼女さんのこと大事にしてるんだって。
I see.
うん。
Hey, Asuho.
うん？
I think I'll join the Tenkuru.
そっか。
Yeah.
展望台の彼女さんを待つために？
Yeah.
この素敵な展望台で待つために？
Yeah. Like this, I look up at the same sky I saw on that day.
じゃあ待てばいいよ。ひばりが崎の星空を眺めながら待てばいいよ。焦らなくてもきっと出会える。その人も私たちと同じで星が好きなんだったら絶対出会える。ようちゃんは 私たちと一緒に天体観測すればいいんだよ。そうすれば思い出の人と出会うことができるんだよ。
Asuho's words resound strongly in my heart on this early summer night. Standing beside the girl who remembers me, I pray for the reunion with the girl I had forgotten.
ようこそ我がテンクルに、新入部員さん。
What's wrong? Let's find out next time on Hoshizora no Memoria. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.